So everyone now that enters China is being quarantined, and GWEILO made some videos showing this horrible, dumpy hotel he was in. He called it a 2-star resort, and I remember actually watching the video and laughing hysterically about how dense he is. I remember seeing out the window where he was, and it looked like he was in the middle of the jungle. You know, he complained about the Wi-Fi, he complained about how much toilet paper they gave you, and how they only gave you 1 towel for 2 weeks. He even talked about his wife complaining, you know, and yelling at people for more things. And of course, GWEILO, as he said in his own words, was contacted by the local government of Nanning, the city that he lives in China, and was forced to take down his video.
GWEILO60 has had his wings clipped here over the last couple of days, and a lot of my viewers have seen that some of my videos were taken down here over the last, well, yesterday, and it was me that took those videos down.
This is also, of course, because he was blatantly breaking the quarantine laws by bragging about eating together with his wife, you know, which negates the entire purpose of being put in separate rooms, and walking around outside, you know, with his mask off in complete defiance of the rules, which puts people at risk, you know. And that's the thing, because he seems to never take the law serious in China. He thinks it's like his own little playground where he can ride around drunk on his scooter.
And in another 5 days, out on the streets of Nanning once again. They're letting me loose on my e-bike, and away I go.
And this is insanely embarrassing to foreigners living in China. You know, you're being that horrendous stereotype that some Chinese people accuse foreigners of being. You know, I remember when he was in Thailand and he was like walking around in front of temples drunk. Why would you ever do that? But I want to start by saying it's hilarious that all these moronic CCP sympathizers think that just because they have 150 videos of them saying nice things about China, that it somehow protects them, that it somehow gives them insurance to say whatever they want, and it doesn't. Even if you say a million nice things, Chinese nationalists will always report you for that one tiny negative little sentence, you know? He said that he was reprimanded by them and that they asked him to take down the videos. And of course they asked you, but had you said no, they would have told you, as they did people like China Nonstop, you know. Multiple YouTubers, myself included, have heard from government before. And, you know, all of a sudden you did make a mistake. You tried to use freedom of speech in a communist country.
And
Do you blame
the idea that, well, absolutely not. We were definitely in the wrong.
You know, that jails people and puts them in metal chairs for saying the wrong thing. You know, if you notice, GWEILO says the Department of Foreign Affairs was doing the right thing, and, you know, he was wrong. But, you know, he says,
where are my videos going from here? Owning up to it, making positive videos about China again, because that's exactly what my channel is all about.
Where are all my videos going from here? Making positive videos. But of course, GWEILO, you are, because you've attracted Chinese nationalist morons to your channel, grew that audience, and now anytime you say something slightly negative, you will be asked out again for tea by the police. Welcome to the reality of being a foreign YouTuber in China. This is something that we've all experienced and that you didn't think was real. And this is why every YouTuber with a brain has left and you're still stuck in China. It's even funny because Daniel Dummy says,
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you here, and this is what the criticism is going to be. When you're doing that, it sounds like it's like one of those self-criticism things that you've got to, you know, get up and say, I repent. I'm sorry for my sins. That's what it sounds like. But you know,
Daniel, that's what it is.
I've got to be honest. It sounds like a self-criticism thing where you've got to get up and say, I repent. I'm sorry for my sin. And, you know, GWEILO reaffirms him by, you know, saying, oh, that's what it is. But he doesn't know how ignorant this sounds. GWEILO says, if you don't own up to it, you'll never learn from your mistakes. But you know, GWEILO, your mistake wasn't showing how bad the hotel was or complaining about toilet paper or towels, you know, or wanting to be with your wife. The mistake that you made was returning to China, because China has no real freedoms. You see, GWEILO, it isn't about, oh, I broke the law. You know, you always ride around drunk on a scooter, but they never contacted you about that, did they? You know, because that embarrasses you and not them.
The people at that resort hotel, 2-star resort hotel that I that I was in, and I was taping these videos, I'm sure they got flack for what I did, and I feel bad about that.
And that's something that you don't understand as a naive old guy. You know, whenever you complain about the hotel, you're questioning the government. You're embarrassing the government. And I'm glad that they finally contacted you, and now you realize how ignorant you are. And again, you're being silenced. You're changing your videos, just like when I exposed you, how for 2 weeks for 2 weeks or a month or whatever, you decided that you were going to leave big topics alone. And now you're learning again that you don't have the freedom that you think you do, that when all of these people have been telling you for these years that the police have contacted them and you never believed it, now you know the truth. So I think that's what will happen from now on in the future. We will see GWEILO60 continue this watered down, I love China type videos, because now he knows that nationalists are watching his channel and he won't be saying anything negative, anything fair, or anything balanced. Be careful, GWEILO, and don't say the wrong things, or you'll end up in a metal chair. So that's all I wanted to say in today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see some more of my personal videos of things going on in my life about being back here in America for a while, head on over to my Patreon, and there's videos there for $1 per month that you can see. So thanks everyone again, and have a good day.
The world, and I think that the Nanning Department of Foreign Affairs was doing their job and doing the right thing. Myself and my wife were doing the wrong thing.